Om Sri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Fifth mantra. Tadejati tanne jati taddure tadvantike tadantarasya sarvasya tadu sarvasyasya bahyataha. What the meaning? Tad ejati, tad na ejati, tad dure, tad u antike, tad antarasya sarvasya, tad u asya bahyatah sarvasya. Yesterday, when I was expounding the words of the mantra, one mistake happened, like tadvantike, tad u antike. I told it is according to the sutra echo yavayavaha, but it is wrong. It was a mistake by me. It is according to Iko Yanachi Sutra. You know, Maheshwara Sutra is there. Ayun, Rilik, Ayavarat, Javain. It's like that. So, Ik means Ayun. So, I, U, Ra is the It, Sangha. So, it is not there. I, U, Ri, Ri. So, if any word ends with that word, I, U, Ri, and Ri, they will be changed accordingly. How? Yan, Ya, Ra, La, Va. So, in U, it is U, and in that sutra, according to that sutra, that U changed into Va. Clear? Okay. So the Atma moves and it does not move. It is far and it is very linear. It is within all this my body and everyone's body. It is also outside of all this. This is the literal meaning of this mantra. Now the thing is, this is like the repetition of fourth mantra, Anejat ekam manasaha javiyaha. But this repetition for us, Shruti Mata, Mother Shruti, is too much compassionate for us, because we will see the same thing in other Upanishad also. That student asked a question, Guru, in different mantras, he is repeating the concept. Now, ejati chalati, it means swataha na chalati. From the standpoint of Atma, it doesn't move. But from the standpoint of others, it appears as if Atma moves. As if whenever we travel by a car or a boat or by train, it appears that we are static, the outside world is moving. It is far, it is near. It means it is all perfect. It is far means who doesn't know Atma, who doesn't have any concept of Atma, who are totally physical body oriented. For them, Atma appears to be very far. They think Bhagavan is sleeping on the ocean of milk or milky ocean, and Mother Lakshmi is pressing his feet always, and that milky ocean is very far. So for them, there who are very much that physical body oriented, but who are jnani, who are realized, they tell Atma is very near. The realized soul knows that it is me. Yesterday I gave the example of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna and Swami Vivekananda. That farness to nearness just from a standpoint. Whenever really will get the knowledge, for that you don't have to be sages. Just with the pure mind, tranquil mind, try to understand what Upanishad is telling. What more easier thing can be in this world than to know Atma? This thing. So, whenever you will get this knowledge through right means of knowledge, right pramana, through a right person, and with the right frame of mind, then you can understand Atma means I. The whole world is only Atma. What I see, that is only the appearance on it. Like a movie, everything is happening on the screen. Swami Ramdas, Guru of Shivaji Maharaj, after gaining the knowledge, he told, as if I met with myself. With reference to mind, it is subtle. But as inner self, it is illumining. our all thoughts. It is outside means it's the illumination of everything. It is inside means where there is no upadhi, no condition. Means where there is no conditionings, Atma is there. And Bhāhyata, outside means where everything is covered by conditionings, upadhi, name and form. There also is there. Suppose a tumbler is dipped into an ocean, dipped into an ocean. So now you tell where is the water, outside or inside? Outside or inside? The water is outside, water is inside. Antarasya sarvasya Bhāhyatah sarvasya. What a beautiful concept. It means the consciousness is in everywhere, but we can't appreciate it because our whole attention is in body, means name and form. What is the intention of Shruti Mata in this mantra? As we don't objectify Atma, because it is our nature that we always try to objectify anything else. We all objectify anything else. We should not do, we should not objectify everything else. Because we always try to create an image, try to give a form, how it is, to restrict it. Upanishad has introduced such contradictory paradox that Atma is not a concept. It is beyond all kind of concepts. So that is why through all such mantras, Upanishad wants to tell us, don't allow your mind to form an idea about Atma. Clear? Actually, vision is everything. Suppose a rose garden. When a lover enters into that garden, he or she thinks of his or her beloved one. That if I could pluck some of that, I could present him or her. When a businessman enters into that rose garden, he thinks how to preserve it, how to collect it, how I can sell it, where should I sell it, where I will get the maximum benefits. When a devotee enters into that garden, he or she thinks, if I could offer these flowers to my beloved Bhagavan, oh, how beautiful my Bhagavan will look like. I will put the rose on his head, on his ears, here, there. When an artist enters into that garden, he or she thinks about the paintings. So just think, a realized soul and an ignorant one both see through these two physical eyes. But where is the difference? The difference is in their vision. Our vision is everything. The idea is again more clearly brought out in the expression in this mantra than previous mantra. It is within all this and it is without all this. Not only is the Atma the central core of the spiritual physical personality in the seeker, but the same consciousness is the very substratum for the entire perception of the universe. To consider this Atma or self to be only within and thus to live a life of pure introversion is a negation of truth, and it is condemned from the Sanatan, eternal Hindu scriptural standpoint. Thus, those who know the scriptures will not dare accuse Hinduism of being a religion of inward gazing only. In fact, the whole Íśopanișad, it will be revealed, is a cry to the true Hindu to desist from becoming merely self-centered, to the utter neglect of his life in the outer world and in his relationships with the community of nations and happenings around him. If these were not the kernel of Vedanta, Bhagavan Vyasa, Mahorshi Veda Vyasa would be a criminal, saboteur of Hindu culture. when he gave such a noble personality as Bhagavan Sri Krishna, Arthasarathi, as the ideal personality and a true Hindu nation. He acted vigorously in the field of activity, facing his own individual, domestic, communal, national, and international situations. In Bhagavatam, it is there that Bhagavan Sri Krishna had 16,108 wives. Two things I just want to mention. Now, nowadays when we condemn that one person, why should he have two wives, more than one wife? They give the example of Lord Krishna. In your religion, how many wives he was having? Then you have to, and you know, when a boy does mischief with the girls, they give the example of Bhagavan Krishna. How horrible. They don't study. You have to know the realistic nature of Bhagavan. Bhagavan never went after any girls in his whole life. All the wives, actually, he rescued. And everyone wrote him a letter, please rescue us. We are helpless. Bhagavan Naradji thought, people are frustrated with one wife. Please don't take it literally. Wife is also frustrated with the husband, maybe. One small word of freedom, independence. That today my wife is not at home. It's not like that. You know the thing. So Narada thinks how Bhagavan is managing everyone. He went into the palace and he saw 16,000, and he saw each and every family, because 16,000 should not be together. So he saw with every wife there is one Krishna, there is one Krishna, there is one Krishna. So that is the best example of this mantra. Tat antarasya sarvasya. Tat bahyatah sarvasya. Is everything. Just think how Bhagavatam is related. Because you know, all those stories of our mythology, if anyone has any doubt that whether Bhagavan Krishna was there or not, all the stories of Bhagavatam, Ramayanam are true or not. To condemn their thinking, condemn their everything else. They just, it's an answer to them. It's an answer to them that it is all the diluted form of the heavy Upanishadic idea. Clear? So, Bhagavan Krishna never ran away from life, nor he did court life. When life approached him, he never shirked his responsibilities, but acted truly, diligently, and fully. And out of those situations of disturbance, chaos, and confusion, he fashioned out a harmonious melody of enduring success. You will find in the Upanishad a call to the individual to act in the field of plurality. Plurality means avidya, as a means to the greater fulfillment of vidya. And after having gained the self means vidya, to fulfill himself and his life in the world of service, the activity, actually, world of service and activity means avidya. What is that? You will find in the Upanishad a call to the individual to act in the field of ignorance or plurality as a means to the greater fulfillment. And after having gained the self knowledge, to fulfill himself and his life in the world of service and activities. Okay, so in these mantras, we will come to it again. The concept, same concept. Hari Om Tat Sat.